imagine. A bank robbery. What do you see? Black ski masks, sawn-off shotguns, a getaway car screeching tires on the asphalt. That is the old world. That is Hollywood. In 2024, the getaway car is a fiber optic cable. The shotgun is a neural network. And the mask is the face of your boss. The mask is the face of your father. The mask is reality itself. February, Hong Kong. A finance worker sits in a high-rise office. Rain hits the glass. He receives a video call invitation. He accepts. On the screen, he sees his chief financial officer. He sees his colleagues. He hears their voices. They discuss a secret acquisition. They give him an order. He transfers $25 million. It was the perfect crime, because everyone on that screen, the CFO, the managers, the assistants, none of them were there. None of them were human. Over the course of several calls, he was the only biological entity in a digital room filled with AI-generated phantoms. This isn't science fiction. This isn't a prediction for 2050. This happened, and it marks the moment the simulation broke. Welcome to the age of the deepfake heist. Hong Kong, a city of neon, fog, and finance, the heart of Asian commerce. In the towering offices of a multinational corporation, the days are long, and the pressure is high. Trust is the currency. You do what the hierarchy tells you to do. It started with a message. Phishing. We all know the word. A suspicious email from a Nigerian prince. A link that looks wrong. We are trained to spot the obvious traps. But the attackers didn't send a trap. They sent a trigger. The employee, whose name remains protected, received an email purportedly from the company's UK-based chief financial officer. The request was confidential. A secret transaction. Now, normally, this raises a red flag. The employee was suspicious. He was smart. He thought, this might be a scam. He hesitated. He was ready to report it. But then came the invitation. Join the video conference. We need to brief you. This is where the human brain fails. We are wired to believe our eyes. Evolution taught us that if we see a tiger, there is a tiger. If we see a face, there is a person. We are not evolved to understand generative adversarial networks. The employee clicked the link. The camera light turned green. The grid view opened up. And there he was. The CFO, wearing the suit he always wears. Sitting in the office he always sits in. And not just him. Other colleagues. People the employee knew. People he had coffee with. They were nodding. They were looking at papers. They were alive. Or so it seemed. In reality, the attackers had scraped hours of public footage of the CFO, YouTube interviews, corporate presentations, news clips. They fed this data into a sophisticated AI model. They mapped the facial geometry, the way his lips moved when he said, revenue, the way his eyes blinked when he paused. They built a digital skin, a puppet. When the employee entered that call, he walked into a digital theater, a stage built for an audience of one, and he had no idea he was the star of a tragedy. Let's talk about the uncanny valley. It's that feeling of revulsion when you see something that looks human, but isn't quite right. A wax figure, a corpse, a bad robot. Usually, deepfakes have a tell, a glitch in the jawline, eyes that don't blink often enough, a voice that sounds metallic. But these attackers? They were professionals. Police reports suggest this wasn't a script kiddie in a basement. This was an orchestrated state-level operation. During the call, the deepfake CFO gave instructions. But here is the brilliance of the psychological hack. They didn't just ask for the money, they created social pressure. The other colleagues on the call, the AI bots, were backing him up. Yes, sir. The transfer needs to happen by 5 p.m. We cannot miss this window. Imagine the pressure. You are the only one hesitating. Everyone else is on board. Are you going to be the one to tell the CFO he looks like a simulation? Are you going to be the one to derail a multi-million-dollar deal because you have a bad feeling? No. You comply. The employee asked questions. The AI answered. Let me repeat that. The AI answered. This wasn't a pre-recorded video loop. This was real-time interaction. The attackers were using voice cloning technology, typing text that was instantly converted to the CFO's voice, while the face swap software animated the mouth to match the words. Latency. Sub-second. Near real-time. Barely noticeable over a Zoom connection. The order was given, 15 transactions, 5 different bank accounts. Total value, 200 million Hong Kong dollars. That is roughly 25.6 million US dollars. The employee typed the numbers. He authorized the transfers. He watched the progress bars hit 100%. He looked at the screen one last time. The CFO nodded, a gesture of approval. And then, the meeting ended. The screen went black. Silence. The hum of the computer fan. The sound of rain against the window. $25 million. Gone. Traveling at the speed of light through fiber optic cables, bouncing through servers in shadow jurisdictions known for financial opacity. Laundered into crypto. Mixed. Gone. The employee sat back. He felt good. He had done his job. He had executed the secret mission. A few days passed. Maybe he sent a follow-up email to the real head office. Transaction completed, sir. The reply didn't come from a bot this time. It came from the real world. What transaction? Panic. A cold sweat. The employee frantically explains the video call. But we spoke. You were there. David was there. Sarah was there. The real CFO looks at him with confusion. I haven't been in a video call all week. This is the moment the glass shatters. The realization that your memory is a lie. The police investigation revealed the truth. The multi-person video conference? It was fake. All of it. The employee wasn't talking to a team. He was talking to a sophisticated simulation driven by real-time inputs. He was an NPC in someone else's game. Senior Superintendent Baron Chan of the Hong Kong Cybersecurity Division called it a case with no precedent. But he was wrong. This isn't unprecedented. It is simply the first time the public has heard about a success this large. How many others have paid? How many CEOs have authorized transfers to ghosts and covered it up out of shame? How did we get here? 5 years ago, a deepfake required a Hollywood studio and $1 million budget. Today, you need a gaming PC, a Python script, and 30 seconds of audio. Let's look at the tools. Voice cloning, commercial-grade AI synthesis tools, similar to the technology used in this narration. It can clone a human voice with 98% accuracy from a short sample. It captures the breath, the cadence, the accent. Face swapping, open-source tools available on GitHub. They map a target face onto an actor's face in real time. Large language models. AI can generate corporate speak instantly. They know exactly what a CFO sounds like. They know the jargon. EBITDA, quarterly projections, NDA, combine these three. An AI that thinks like a CEO, an AI that sounds like a CEO, and an AI that looks like a CEO. The barrier to entry is gone. The scattered spider hacking group, kids, teenagers, are already using voice changers to trick IT help desks. But the Hong Kong heist? This was the graduation ceremony. This was the moment cybercrime went from hacking computers to hacking reality. So, what happens next? We are entering an era of zero trust. If your mother calls you crying, asking for money, you cannot trust it. If the president declares war on TV, you cannot trust it. If your boss fires you over Zoom, is it really him? The $25 million heist in Hong Kong is not just a financial crime story. It is a warning shot. We are moving into a world where truth is a luxury item. We are moving into a world where we will need cryptographic proof just to verify that the person we are looking at has a soul. The employee in Hong Kong is likely ruined, his career over, his reputation destroyed. But in a way, he is the first victim of the future. He looked into the digital abyss, and the abyss put on a mask and smiled back. Next time you join a meeting, next time you see a face on your screen, ask yourself one question. Are you talking to a human? Or are you just feeding data to the ghost in the machine? Brief pause. Black screen starts here. The system is designed to confuse you, to keep you asleep. I am here to help you decode it, to show you the glitches before they consume you. If you want to understand the machine, subscribe. And let's analyze this in the comments. Would you have realized it was a fake? Or would you have pressed send? The discussion starts now. I'll be watching.